is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
13 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run the counter. Greenwood. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. First carry here for Joe Mixon.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. He's tackled it. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Here's Haskins. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. K'Lavon Chaisson with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Complete. Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Gun now on third down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And the linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him. As soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On first down, Greenwood. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Number 2.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left.
And he's got his tight end, Oliver.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And they give this time to the tailback. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They're going to look to throw. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
I like what they did there, because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Well, good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Mixon. And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they run with Mixon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Mixon with it. About 3 yards there to the 27.
On the carry.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 48.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now it's Haskins. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run the counter. Greenwood. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
35-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Second and 14. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Again, it's Mixon. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Looking to throw, Haskins. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. 8 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Play action. Haskins. He finds his running back, Mixon.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Greenwood. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now a give right side. Greenwood. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here, eluding the pressure right. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Laviska Shenault, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
For the point after.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
On 2nd and 2, Haskins. On the screen, this is Evans. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Haskins going up top for Kupp. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 12-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Nothing.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check 50. Get going. Mike 48. Mike 48. Let's go.
And the Titans are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Jaguars 10, Titans 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was
all right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Haskins to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Third down. Here's Haskins. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
56.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down with Evans. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Well, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
38-yard line.
They'll run here with Evans. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll go right back to Evans. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on first down. It's Evans. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
They'll run with Evans. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
3rd and 8.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 31-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. On 2nd down now. Greenwood, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. On the ground, it's Evans. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check now.
They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. First throw of overtime for Haskins. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. Now a run with Evans. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
The ball carrier.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Second and 6.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. He's coming.
They'll go again here with Evans. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Haskins to throw it. That's complete to DaFr0ntman Evans, the running back. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
It's just me and you. Check, 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 check. Kill, 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 kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
The Jaguars' 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Evans. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Hey, check, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. No.
Ball at the 6, 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted, but how much fun was that?